Another lesson here from B'yam Darkecha in Sefirat and the title of this lesson is Kavod Ze B'Ze, respecting, honoring one another. On these holy days, we have to rectify the blemish that was done by the students of Rabbi Akiva, that they didn't respect one another. We have to work hard to get the level of, and there dwelled Israel as one man with one heart. Right? This is the condition, right, and the introduction to receiving the Torah. Talmidei Rabbi Akiva, the students of Rabbi Akiva. On these holy days, we are mourning the students, right, the passing of the students of Rabbi Akiva. Talmidei Rabbi Akiva, hayu gdolei olam. They were giants in this world, right? The fact that they say about these giants that they didn't have honor one for the other, it's a very, very fine idea, right? We're dealing with something very, very, very precise and very deep. It's not really according to what we would think, right? They didn't honor one another. What did they slap each other? What did they do, right? It's not as what we would think. The rabbis told us this, right? So that we would be able to fix ourselves. First things first, we have to understand what was the root of the blemish that they did. Meaning, what was it that these great people, these giants, they didn't honor each other according to their level. What does this mean? Internally, the inner idea here of not honoring one another is they were so great and so lofty, so exalted. They were constantly coming for a place of Mesirut Nefesh to Hashem, to giving self-sacrifice to Hashem. Right? Like the rabbi, Rabbi Akiva prayed, in the end he got his wishes, right? That when I have a ta'ava, I have a lust in my soul, when am I going to be able to serve Hashem with my whole entire nefesh, meaning my whole entire body? In the end, he was one of the 10 martyrs, right? Killed by the Romans. But he prayed his whole entire life that he had a lust to give over his body for Hashem. They understood that you have to give over and completely nullify this world. To only look out for and seek out Hashem. Therefore, they didn't see that there was so much of a place to give honor and respect to another person, another human being. Right? The famous pasuk that a person, what's he better than an animal? Right? Everything is vanity, says Shlomo Melech, right, in Kohelet. What's a person better than an animal? Nothing has any sense anyway. Therefore, they didn't honor one another. This was a big mistake. They didn't really understand the words of their rabbi. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, right? Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, which next week on this night is, the night before, next week is going to be a big party, Lag B'Omer. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, he was one of the 5 students of Rabbi Akiva after all of these Talmidim passed away. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, that came after all of these students, he was the proper continuation of the teachings of his Rebbe, of Rabbi Akiva. He was the inner aspect of the revelation of what Rabbi Akiva was really saying. He taught that the part that you need to nullify is it's the bad that you find in the person. The part of us that wants to live as an ego separate and a separate entity from Hashem. As if God forbid to be something separate from Hashem, disconnected. Right? The essence of the reality of a Jew, the true part of him, it's a part of Hashem from up above, mamash. And it's a vehicle for the revelation of Hashem in the world. וצריך לכבד מאוד כל יהודי. You have to honor every single Jew very much. ולראות בו התגלות השכינה השורה עליו, and to see the revelation of the Shekhinah that's dwelling upon him. כי לא רק שיהודי אינו דבר נפרד שצריך לבטלו, not only is a Jew not a separate entity that we have to nullify, אלא אדרבה, even more so, דווקא על ידי נשמה בגוף של ישראל מתגלה השם יתברך ביתר שאת. The highest way to reveal Hashem in the world is by way of a neshama inside a Jewish body. That is the highest way. כי דווקא על ידי האדם מתגלה אור השם יתברך בתחתונים. By way of a person with a neshama, Hashem is revealed down here. ומתגלה ייחודו ביתר שאת. And that's the highest revelation of Hashem's unity. ומתגלה שגם בתוך העולם הגשמי אין עוד מלבדו יתברך. In this physical world we have a revelation that even here there's nothing besides Hashem. כל מה שיש בבריאה, הכל מכוחו ואורו. Everything we have in the creation is just from His light, is just from His power. ולכן צריך להסתכל בחביבות על כל האיש מישראל. There we have to look at everybody, especially every Jew, with immense endearment in our eyes. כי יש לו צלם אלוקי קדוש וטהור. There's a pure image of Hashem, a holy and pure image of Hashem in him. ומתגלה בו כבוד השם יתברך. By way of him is revealed the honor of Hashem. ואור השכינה מתגלה דרכו. The light of the Shekhinah is revealed by way of him. ואורו ומעלותיו, right? That person is the light and all of its levels. ולכן הנשמה נקראת כבוד. Therefore the neshama, another name for it is כבוד, honor. כמו שכתוב, אורה כבודי אורה. Wake up, like arise my honor, arise. כי מציאות הנשמה הקדושה היא האור האלוקי המתגלה בה, right? Because the reality of the neshama, the holy neshama, is the godly light that is revealed by way of her. והיא מציאות אלוקית. It's a godly reality. חלק ממלך הכבוד, a piece of the king of glory. ולכן הכבוד הוא עצם מהותה. Therefore honor, right, is the essence of the neshama. The essence of the neshama is honor, because it's the honor of Hashem, it's the light of Hashem. That is what the neshama is, a piece of Hashem. It's a spark of Hashem. So the core of that is honor. ולא חס ושלום כבוד של גאווה. Not, God forbid, honor and respect of ego, of pride. כי גאווה היא לקיחת האור והכבוד האלוקי לשרת את האדם הנפרד. What is גאווה? What is ego? What is pride? It's taking that godly light for your service, for your honor, for your separate entity. ולאדם הנפרד לגוף באמת לא מגיע כבוד. A separate entity, person, a body, doesn't deserve honor. וצריך לבטלו. That you have to nullify. אבל אור הנשמה זה אור אלוקי. But the light of the neshama, that's a godly light. כך צריך האדם להסתכל על אורו והצלחתו. So too a person needs to look at the light and of the success of your friend, right? Of yourself and of your friend. לראות שזה התגלות האור אלוקי, to see that that's godly revelation that is being revealed in a specific, unique way, by way of you, by way of him. וכאשר האדם חי כך, when you live this way, אזי כל התגלות מדבקת אותו להשם יתברך יותר ויותר. Then every revelation clings you to Hashem deeper and deeper. ואין לו קנאה ולא שנאה, you don't have jealousy, you don't have hatred, אלא כבוד והערכה לאור אלוקי המתגלה. Rather you have honor and appreciation, and you hold in value the godly light that's being revealed. כי כשאדם מבין שכולנו כלים לגילוי אורו יתברך, and you understand that we're all just tools to reveal Hashem's light, הוא שמח ממה שהשם יתברך נותן לו ולחברו. You're happy with what Hashem gives you and what He gives to your friend. כל אחד לפי עניינו ותפקידו. Everyone according to their idea, their mission, their job. ורצונו רק להשפיע לזולתו. Your will is only to do good to those around you. את מה שהשם יתברך נתן לו, with what Hashem gave you. וגם לקבל מחברו ממה שהשם נתן לו. And you also want to receive from your friend what Hashem gave him. והכל מתוך אהבה וביטול והכנעה. Everything out of love and nullification of myself and subduing myself to that godly revelation. וזהו התיקון. This is the way to rectify it. לתת מקום לשני, to give a place for the second, for your friend, for the other. לכבד את השני, to honor one another. להכיר במציאותו ובדעתו, to recognize his reality, to recognize his consciousness, his opinion. ולא לחשוב רק על עצמו. Don't only think about yourself, לשכוח רק בעצמו, to be busy only with yourself. אלא להתכלל עם כל יראי השם, to be included rather with all of those who fear Hashem. בין בדאגה להצלחת זולתו, ובין בכיבוד דעתו ודרכו. Whether it's going above and beyond to take care of the needs of your success for your friend, make sure that your friends are successful and they're doing good, or whether it's just respecting his opinion and the way he's serving Hashem. his path that he's on. Also, you have to try to learn from those around you. Whatever Hashem, right, whatever is able to learn from that person, you should try to learn from him. Everybody has a job in this world. Everybody has their own revelation that they have to reveal. Only by way of me nullifying myself to my friend and being willing to learn from him can I have a proper rectification of this. It's by way of going into a recognition of the only unique reality, which is Hashem. That Hashem is everything. And the person has nothing by himself. Everything is just from the power of Hashem. And everything is unified at the root. And this recognition gives you the ability to be included amongst your friends. To nullify yourself and be one with your friends. Because the truth is that Hashem Yitbarach is the only unique thing. It's all there is. There's nothing besides Hashem. Everything that exists, they're just a part of the revelation, and they're just tools to reveal this truth more and more. And all of us are just messengers for Hashem. Hashem's the one that decides what everyone's going to receive. What everyone's going to keep on to. That's his job, that's his message, that's his mission. Right? That's how he has to reveal the godly light. The fact that there are different opinions, there are different people, there are different sects, there are different beliefs, that just shows how many different shades of godly light there is in the world that's being revealed. Right? The light of Hashem includes everything, and it's not limited to one kind of way of revelation. When a person understands this and holds it properly, right? He wants to do his will. He wants to do it according to, right? I need to do my job in this world according to who I am. So too, there must be space for the work of my friends that's different. You're not only trying to express what you have to all the time, you also recognize that your friend has a place and he's trying to reveal something and he has his way of serving Hashem and he has his own needs in his service of Hashem. And we want to get to this part of the Matan Torah, the giving of the Torah, right? Revealing the godliness to every single person. This is the secret of the giving of the Torah. To see that there's only Hashem in the world. Like it says, Hashem came down, descended upon the mountain of Sinai. Right? Now you showed us, right? You showed us to know consciously that Hashem is God and there's nothing besides him. If that's the case, then everything in the world is just a different revelation of Hashem. Specifically every Jew, which is a part of the Holy Shechina, because in Israel, right, Hashem chose Israel for what? What did he choose us for? To reveal the Shechina by way of us, to make the Shechina dwell amongst us and be revealed in the world by way of us. Therefore, only by way of honoring every single Jew, we will merit to receive the Holy Torah with purity. To see how Hashem dwells and descends to dwell amongst us and to unify and be unified with all of us. And to be successful in seeing in everything, in every single Jew, the unique revelation of Hashem's unity in the world. When you recognize that everybody is just a vessel to reveal the light, excuse me. When you get to that point, right, you recognize that everybody is just this tool to reveal Hashem's light. And you get to the point of resting across from the mountain to receive the Torah as one body with one heart. And this is the way to rectify the blemish of the students of Rabbi Akiva, that they didn't honor one another. Right? Another important part of this is being happy in our friends' successes. Mishachaika, a person who lives like this, recognizing that every Jew is a revelation of Hashem's light. Then you're going to have love for every single Jew in your heart. And you're going to be happy when they're successful. Whether it's with Torah, mitzvot, or anything else in life. Because the reason a person feels jealousy, and you want to nullify the work of the other person, everything comes from a place of ego. It confuses you to think, right? If my friend has, that means it's on my account, right? Right? And you get jealous of him. Why is it that he got that thing? Why did he merit to get that thing? Whoever looks at it with the eyes of everything's a revelation of Hashem, then you're also happy about the revelation that's revealed by way of your friend. You'll also go to receive it. So that there will be more of a godly revelation in the world. When the second you realize that everybody is nullified to the one truth, and all of them are just branches of the Shekhinah, so there too, like one hand is not jealous of the other, because they're both part of one body, and the success of my left hand is the success of my right hand. So too, all of Am Yisrael is one body, one neshama of the Holy Shekhinah. And my success of my friend and my success, they're equal in importance. And this is Ish Echad Belev Echad, as one person with one heart. To be one vehicle for Hashem. לזרוק ולגרש את הקנאה והאפלה והגאווה ותחושת הכבוד הנמוך. We have to send away and throw from upon us, to divorce all the feelings of jealousy, of ego, of not having this low level of honor for one another, disrespecting one another. Rather, we have to cling on to achdut peshut. We have to cling to the simple unity. See how everything in the world, specifically every Jew, is a revelation of Hashem in the world. And when we look at this, like this, at every single Jew, and we see inside of him the part of the Shekhinah, then you also honor him very much, and we feel an immense connection of love with him. This is Achdut Yisrael Amiti. This is true unity amongst Israel. With love that's not dependent on anything, unconditional love. Just from a place of immense unity at the core. Every Jew is a part of Hashem from up above, really. He's rooted in the light of the infinite light of Hashem, blessed be He, which is simple unity. Last part here, every Jew is a part of the Holy Shekhinah, and this is the way to be successful in going into the pnimiyut, into the inner aspect. Straight away, when you see a Jew, look at the internal part of him. Meaning, look at his soul. That it's a part of Hashem from up above. And connect to this love, with love, to this point of godliness that's inside of him. And to see that this Jew, it's a part of the Holy Shekhinah. And contemplate on this truth, that in every single creation, it's not a separate entity. It's a vehicle for godly expression in the world. Specifically, the Jew is a piece of Hashem from up above, Ben Shel Hashem Yitbarach, the son of Hashem. And the second you understand this, and we live it out, then when you see a Jew, straight away, you're going to be connected to what he is in truth. To his internal aspect, to the holy soul that's inside of him. Why do we have hardship loving another person? Right? It's because we look at the external aspects. And in external aspects, there's differences between people. These differences can cause separation. But the internal part, the godly spark of Hashem that's inside every single Jew, that you can love no matter what you're going through. When a person loves the internal aspect of everybody, right? Then also the external vessels, the way a person acts, the way what a person does in the world, their behavior, everything about them, you're going to start to find favor in your eyes. On all of their sins, love will cover up all of that. So what are the practical applications for this? In the beginning, you have to yearn to merit to the love of every single Jew. To love everyone. Pray to Hashem that He'll merit you to get to this. Also, you should learn more about Ahavat Yisrael in order to drill this truth into you deeper. And then afterwards, whenever you have time, set specific time for yourself to contemplate and to meditate about a certain friend, how he's actually, at his core, a part of Hashem from up above, a holy part of Hashem, specifically your closest friends. And if you have a friend next to you, look at him in his eyes, with your internal eye, with your third eye, and try to see his pure soul that's inside, precious soul. And think, think, look at your friend with your third eye, look deeper into his soul, and say, my friend here in front of me is the son of the king. A part of God from up above. He's a limb to the holy Shechina. Ani vehu echad mamash. I and him are one. The more you start to think about your friends like this, so too the things will go more and more in your heart. And you have to have importance and value all of these thoughts and feelings and emotions that you have. And the more you think that they're precious, the more you're going to ascend more and more and more. And when you deal with this, the more and the more you deal with this, you're going to get to a level that Hashem will give you the ability to constantly, whenever you see a Jew, you're going to see straight away the internal part of him. His precious soul that he has, that is a part of the Shekhinah. And straight away you're going to feel immense love to him. Right? And a person who's in this world, and it seems that it's some separate entity, this is what causes one Jew to be hard to connect to another. Therefore, in order to merit a true love, a person has to, first things first, go into dveikut with Hashem. You have to have an attachment and a relationship and a connection to Hashem. You have to be clinging to Hashem first if you want to love His children. Only to feel Hashem. And you'll think that this world has nothing besides Hashem. And cling to Hashem with your whole entire heart. And after you feel strong dveikut, you have to return, so to say, to this world. And then Be'ezat Hashem Yitbarach, you'll be successful in seeing every single Jew as the biggest revelation of the light of Hashem. And the Yetzer Hara wants to confuse you, right? And when you see a Jew, you go into dveikut, right? And you cause, right? And you see, when the Yetzer Hara sees the Jew going to dveikut and trying to cling to Hashem, it causes him to try to connect to all of Am Yisrael. And only to go into unity, right? You try to come to connect to Hashem, you one-on-one with Hashem, clinging to the source. What does the Yetzer Hara tell you? You should be working on unity and loving every single body, contemplate more on connecting to all of Am Yisrael, right? And it's not true. It's not the proper way. And it's you need both of the works. You need also dveikut and also achdut, also unity, right? First things first, always comes dveikut. Ki achdut hi totzah me'adveikut. Unity amongst all of Am Yisrael is an outcome of me having an intense relationship with Hashem that I'm clinging to Him all the time. And by recognizing godliness, only then, right, when I have dveikut, when I'm clinging to Hashem, only then can I go into proper unity and loving every single Jew that I come across. Be'ezat Hashem, may we all be blessed to give each other the space that is needed, to respect that there's more than one path in service of Hashem, to see my friend as something holy, above all comprehension, above anything that I can understand, as a piece of Hashem from up above, that every one of us has a way to reveal Hashem in this world. And like my path is important, then that means his path also has importance, and it should be excited for his successes and try to help him be successful in this world. B'ezrat Hashem, by way of this, will rectify the pagam of the students of Rabbi Akiva and bring Mashiach Tzidkenu b'Rabbi. Amen. Amen.